Welcome to the future. The place and the time where all the hidden things are being revealed. And amongst the first things that have to be revealed is that we didn't come out of a Big Bang. The Big Bang is the result of human beings looking for another explanation of reality. And come with that reality, the idea that a Big Bang happened and that we just happen to be, is the idea that why not other beings also happen just to be, and maybe even given the great vastness of the universe, that perhaps life is much more ubiquitous than we may have thought, and thus has been offered to us the aliens. And the truth is that there aren't any aliens. And even many scientists in our time agree that given forever, this kind of reality does not just happen. And one of the signs of it, one of the very profound signs of this, is that the moon precisely covers the sun, as the shadow of the earth precisely covers the moon. This doesn't just happen any more than just life just happens. But the whole alien idea is predicated on the Big Bang. And these two ideas are very detrimental to the psyche of the human being, and is one of the things that is taught everywhere in the world, as though somehow we have deciphered what is the truth from our telescopes, from what little bit we can glimmer, that there was a Big Bang. As the Kabbalists explain, it wasn't a Big Bang, it was an evacuation. What's the difference? That in a Big Bang, the light that is reaching us now has traveled for millions, maybe even billions of light years before reaching our eyes. But in a big evacuation, the opposite is true, that the light always remained upon the earth. And it was the shard of the engraving into the Tehiri law, the high purity, or Ein Sof, light without end, that caused these bits of shards of infinity to burst out in every direction, leaving a trail of starlight. And on that trail of starlight is embedded our 6,000 years of creation and what will happen in this year in 5777. So one might ask, if it's all engraved, so, what are we doing here? Are we just then puppets? And the thing is like this. The story of creation has a timeline. And each generation is embedded in that timeline. And there are certain times in that timeline which are very profound times, like our time, 5777, and a real crucial turning point for humanity, and to open the eyes and to see what is real, that it is not a Big Bang, that we are not the result of a happenstance, that we are created by the Creator, who is everywhere to everyone all the time, and that these basic truths have been hidden from the human being, and other things have been put in their place to make the human being easier to manipulate. Because if one is just out in the middle of nowhere, you're going to grasp onto anything. It might be the dumbest theory ever espoused anywhere, but if it's the only one happening, well, we'll just grab onto it. And by funding people who espouse these ideas, make it appear that this is true. But this is really a sleight of hand. And if we look around us at this beautiful creation and what it could be if there wasn't this system of greed that has just covered the earth, and how beautiful life could be if we were just free to really care for one another. It's certainly what the human being, the vast, vast majority, the essence of every human being, is compassion and love. And this is who we are. And particularly at the time of 5777, where the 7 is indicative of woman, and as the 6,000 years of man comes to a close, merging with woman and bringing us to 1,000 years of woman and 1,000 years of peace, that now is the time to start a revolution in America. That as each day goes on, this farce of an election is just absurd. And our country has certainly been sold to the rich. And it's time to take our country back. And since we are an economy based upon consumerism, and since we, the people, are the consumer, if we all gather together on one day and buy nothing, have no transactions whatsoever on that day, on election day, to show that whoever they elect, we are the people. And we, the people, can bring this country down to its knees simply by not participating together at the same time in the economy. And we have a tremendous power, tremendous leverage, and it takes nothing to do it. It's a quiet revolution. A revolution that can just change the world in one moment. And that is what is predicted from ancient times, that this change would happen, this shift would happen in the world. Some call it a paradigm shift. And we are at the point of that shift, but we are the story. This shift is going to happen one way or another, but how we participate in this shift, that's our part of creation. That is reflected back through all the light that was left threaded here around us, this cavern of light everywhere around us. And we send back upon that light our actions upon this earth. And the 6,000 years are known as the 6,000 years of man. And it's for man to fix himself and become a righteous species. And what is required of man to be able to do that is to stand up for woman. Because the first thing that man did when he was created was given this present of woman, and when she gave him something to eat, wasn't the right thing, and God said, man, why'd you eat it? He said, hey, the woman gave it to me. He didn't bother to say that he had given the woman the wrong information, so she wasn't really culpable. So this is the long time thing of man wiping their hands on woman, and the way to rectify that is instead to know that now we are going into a time of woman, and all our efforts need to be to make woman comfortable in her place, wherever that is, and every woman should have a place. And these are going to be the main things that are going to come out of a revolution, is that we want the people taken care of. Enough for the rich people. They had enough. We have too many rich people. In the future, there's going to be less rich people. There always have to be some rich people, but there's going to be a lot less in the future. And there's going to be more for the people. And our focus will be on this cosmic merging of male and female, and no more big bangs, and no more aliens, and no more bullshit. And we're going to see what's true, and all together, man, we're going to say, as they say, hallelujah, welcome to the future.